Hi, I'm Sam Kremer, analyst at the British Design Fund, and today I'm joined by Aaron Holt, the CEO and founder of Holdson, the latest addition to our growing portfolio. Aaron, really appreciate you taking the time to join us. Why don't you kick off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure, thanks, Sam. So I'm West Yorkshire, born and raised mechanical engineer by trade. I did a old school apprenticeship leaving school. I was very lucky that the small business I worked in was full of some really skilled kind of craftsmen. So I picked up a lot of stuff there, which gave me a foundation for a lot of the other work I did. Ended up moving into further education after that, and then worked in a large automotive business for several years. Coming up to nearly 10 years ago, I left working for that company and set up on my own, set up a little manufacturing business, which has since grown and done quite well. And yeah, kind of branched out off the back of that, I guess.
Fantastic. And then, so Holdson in particular, why did you start that, and sort of how did you spot the opportunity?
Yeah, so weirdly, it kind of wasn't my idea. We were approached by a client of my manufacturing business at the time who had a challenge. They were looking to improve the fuel efficiency of some diesel engines, and we're really focusing on sustainability, as a lot of people in the market are, and rightly so. So they brought to us this problem with kind of post processing of cast components, making it flow better, making it go further for the same amount of juice, that kind of thing. And they introduced my co-founder Neil Dickinson through that process. We worked on that project for them, and we successfully delivered the uplift in performance and the kind of architecture for the equipment. And while we were working on that project, we kind of realized the wider range of applications for the technology. So taking it away from just castings for engine components, but using it on additive manufactured parts because it suits that kind of flexibility. But the next step of that as well, where people are looking to use AM for high volume and batch production work, this kind of solution can handle those kind of volumes because it was built for it. So that's where we founded Holdson as a result, really.
Brilliant. And then you mentioned Neil. Obviously, we know him quite well now at the Design Fund. But do you want to just talk in a little bit more detail about the team in general?
Sure, yeah. So we've got from starting in April 16 staff, fantastic team, really good. The fact that we've got the first machines kind of leaving the warehouse next month is testament to this kind of agility and the skill of the team that we've got. Neil's background is very much in electrochemical machining. He knows a lot more about it than me. We've got another range of skilled staff. We've got an ex tier one operation lead. We've got data scientists who used to work at Rolls Royce. We've got a fantastic chemist, really good sales and marketing team. So we've been quite lucky in how quick we've been able to form a team that are getting on really well. It's a good size, I think, as well for getting us through this next stage.
Fantastic. And then last question, what have you got planned for the next 12 months now that you've sort of closed off your fundraising round?
Yeah, thanks, Sam. So, and thanks to you. The next 12 months, the main plan is to get this first minimum viable product out there. In the field, we're working closely with what we're calling early development partners. So customers who kind of acknowledge that the tech and the industry is emerging, it's still progressing. A lot of additive manufacturing equipment still sort of on a bit of a path of maturity, I guess, let's say. So we've got those machines to get out there. We're going to take a lot of the data back off them, work on sort of maturing and finalizing the hardware and how that architecture looks, and get the brand presence out really across the market.
Fantastic. Sounds good. Well, look, really excited to work with you over the next 12 months and beyond. And yeah, really pleased to have you on board.
Lovely. Thanks so much, Sam. Pleasure.